Hi guys, I'm going to show you today how to do a Picot Bind Off. So let's get started. You're going to cast on 2 stitches. So I like using this kind of backwards loop cast on method. And 1 and 2. So now you've got, you've got 2 stitches on, cast on, 3 stitches total. And step number 1 is to knit the first 2 stitches. So you're going to be knitting the first 2 stitches. And then step number 2 is to pass first stitch over the second stitch. And then you're going to bind off the next 3 stitches as you normally would. So you can space out your picots longer, but in this method I'm going to choose to do it to bind off 3 stitches. So you're going to knit into your stitch and then bind off, knit, bind off, and knit, bind off. So now you've got 3 stitches bound off. And the next thing you do is you're going to slip this stitch back into this needle and start the process again. So you're going to cast on 2 stitches. And 1 more. You're going to knit 2 stitches. And you're going to pass first stitch over the second one, and you're going to bind off next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. And you can proceed with the same manner. So you're going to place your stitch back on the left needle and cast on 2 more stitches. And then knit first 2 stitches. And then pass the first stitch over the second one. And then bind off next 3 stitches. If you would like to space out your picots for longer, you just write down what you're doing. So if you're doing, for example, 6, then you have to keep it consistent instead of 3, and so on you go. So it produces this nice frilly edge that you can add to pretty much anything. You can add it to your shawl. You can add it to your cuff bind off if you're knitting a top-down sweater. And I think it gives a nice romantic kind of a frilly detail, especially if you space them out a bit more. You can kind of play around with it and, yeah, add a bit of an individual touch. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.